It's hard enough becoming a primary carer and keeping house when your wife can no longer do the things she once did. It's harder still, and dangerous, when she thinks she still can.
Oh, when she falls I get angry. I said, "Is that you down?" She'll say, "Yes, I'm down, but I'm all right." And she's not all right. She was crying. She banged her head off the cooker. I said, "What are you doing?" "I'm making a cup of tea." I said, "Oh." I said, "I'll make you a cup of tea." But I was doing something else, making the beds or something at the time. I said, "Give me a minute, I can't do." That's what I say, I've only one pair of hands. And that annoys her.
Microwave, 2 minutes and your dinner's made.
What I'm doing now is a skivvy in here, like.
And the sauce? Tonight, yeah?
I make the dinners, clean the house, go to the
years,
messages, see? You know.
I'm saying I've been a skivvy then for 50 years, eh? I've looked after him.
Sounds like you're bringing a dose of feminism to
That's
the
I
it, yeah.
know, well. Well, it's time. I mean,
But it's a lot of work. I'm looking at being a carer. I never thought it was as much until I've done it. You know what I mean? Now I've done it, I realise how much is in it. Oh, cooking and well, it's the usual. Just the cooking
He's
and
not
all
a
that.
sympathetic person.
No, I'm not. I'm not
If I
sympathetic.
felt he didn't say, "Oh, what a shame," and I said, "Get up and you're stupid."
I do not.
You do so.
I say,
No,
well,
it's
say,
like,
will
what
you,
are you doing?
will you use your trolley? She walks about without a trolley. Then she falls. I say, what are you not using your trolley for? What are you being told by the doctor? If you don't use your trolley, you're going to end up in the hospital. That's what she's told by the doctor. You use your chair or use your trolley. You can't walk about. And next minute she's walking about without anything, and then you hear a bang, down she goes. And you won't listen to them. You're just determined to try and walk without your
Jack,
aid.
how often do I do that?
It only takes once to get
I
it
know
wrong.
it does, but I didn't do it a lot. Occasionally I do.
What I'm just saying to you. You shouldn't be doing it at all.
Aye, all right.
I mean, you fall out of bed and everything, don't you?
No.
When you sit on the bed, sometimes you fall.
Oh,
off
the edge of it. Aye, well, then we.
She gets upset when I nag her. When I say to her, "Will you sit in your chair? I'll do it. I'll do it. Just sit there." And I got to do something, and she'll say, I hear her walk. I say, "Do you sit down?" And she won't sit down. And that's really hard. She's just stubborn. She won't. And it's really hard when she does it. When you try to do something, and she's getting in your road all the time. You know what I mean? She's just. If she comes in the kitchen, you're trying to make the dinner or something. She wants to do something, and she's. And I didn't want her in there when there's cookers on and that, you know what I mean? Or even a hot kettle of water, I don't want her touching it. Because she falls with it, or an iron or... But Dorothy's awful, I don't like to waste her time. Why should somebody have to come in at night to help me to go to bed? I can do it myself. She's awfully independent that way. But shortly she's going to have to say, well, I have to let people do it for me. I mean, that goes for the washing and everything. Get a girl, they'll come in and help with things like that. I can do that, actually. If I just need somebody to help her to dress and get washed in the morning. And that's all she needs, just to get settled. Because she won't sit down, she has to be on the move. And it's just... I mean, I can't go to the shop next door and I'm worried sometimes I'm worried she's going to fall, like,
Are you worried now?
Not a lot, a wee bit, because I think she might. I've left stuff for ready to be cooked, and I hope she's not going to start mucking with that. You know what I mean? Because she's some determined person.